Hello, my name is Marcus, and welcome to my channel. And happy 4th of July weekend, everybody. Hope your holiday has been wondrous, filled with fireworks, barbecue, family fun, and all the more. So, what movie came out this weekend? Jurassic World Rebirth, starring Scarlett Johansson. I was pretty excited about this one, not gonna lie. I loved Scarlett Johansson in the Black Widow role from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, portrayed over almost a decade. So I was hoping that she would be able to take over this Jurassic World franchise, which I've never been a huge fan of. I tell you what, I do love the Velocicoaster at Universal Studios. I think that's probably one of the best rides in all of Orlando. I love the original Jurassic Park when I was a kid. The second one was okay. The third one was terrible. The Jurassic World franchise with Chris Pratt, it was okay. The first two were all right. The third one kind of sucked. I know this is kind of my first time reviewing a Jurassic Park World movie on the channel, and it kind of sucks that it had to be this one. It just wasn't very good. It was extremely boring. It has been quite some time since I have fallen asleep during the movie, but this one absolutely took the cake. I fell right asleep during the middle of it because of the extremely predictable story. It was just boring. It was just flat out. You band together and put together a team, and you're going to go and collect 3 samples to produce a new medicine to cure heart disease. Cool. Numerous dinosaurs that we've seen before. The Tyrannosaurus Rex, I think we've seen it at least 50 times now. And the interesting new one was, of course, the hybrid dinosaurs again. That was the theme of the entire original Jurassic World trilogy. So to try to do that again, you just pretty much is just an alien looking human hybrid head Tyrannosaurus with, instead of the short arms, just got long arms. And it's just boring, man. That's all it is to it. There was no fear. There was no that horror aspect that a lot of the Jurassic Park, at least the earlier ones, had. I just didn't really feel it here. There was no sense of uneasiness. You pretty much kind of already knew the characters that were not gonna survive the end of the movie from off the bat. You pretty much knew off the bat that the family that survived the shipwreck and they picked up with the douchebag boyfriend and the girlfriend and the dad and the daughter, nobody from that family is gonna die. And then the boyfriend is gonna find the hero within himself and save the daughter a couple of times, and he's gonna win dad's approval. And yay, I've seen it before. We've just all seen it before 1,000 times. Maybe it's just because I'm getting older. I'm sure maybe people from the younger generation can appreciate that kind of thing. But that's not what I'm coming to go see at a Jurassic Park movie. I just don't care at all. It's just, come on, bro. If you want to keep my attention, you got to give me a fresh take, to have the dinosaurs do some different stuff. I don't know, have some people get mutilated in a different way or some sort of that nature. You almost got to make it a horror film. I think would have been the only thing that would have kept my attention throughout the movie, and it just did not do it here at all. I think the thing that hurts us the most is like the star power that they got for this movie. Scarlett Johansson herself, you got Mahershala Ali, you got Jonathan Bailey from Wicked. Mahershala Ali is supposed to be playing Blade sometime in the near future. And, don't get me wrong, they all acted the hell out of the roles. They did the best of what they was given, but what they were given just wasn't enough. Scarlett Johansson's little side story of she's sad because somebody from her last crew got killed. Now she's all distraught about that. And now see, it's 5 or 6 people from this crew. I'm exaggerating. I think it was 2 or 3 people that died. But the people that died from this crew is how now? But we got to move on now. We got to survive. And then Mahershala Ali's character misses his daughter, but, it's whatever. And then, Jonathan Bailey's character, the only thing I've ever seen him in was Wicked, but he was really good in that. But, his character just wants to take the medicine and not have it distributed by a pharmaceutical company. He just wants to distribute the medicine out himself. whatever. Just again, all these deep interconnected stories or whatever to try to tie just these bargaining chips that kind of try to keep us engrossed between the dinosaur spottings and attacks and killings, because obviously that's what we're all paying our money to go see for a Jurassic Park movie. Now, I'm sure there's some people out there that are diehard Jurassic Park world story goers for the specific story, but I don't even think I didn't recall seeing any collection or recollection to the original characters from Jurassic Park or the characters from Jurassic World, specifically Chris Pratt's character. I don't think it was any recollection to those characters at all. So, sucks for those people, but it is what it is. Even if they would have had that, it would not have saved the plot at all. It was still just extremely boring. Usually with these movie reviews, I could try to pull something together and say at least one positive thing about the film. I guess for this one, we'll go with the music. If it's not broken, don't fix it. I feel like throughout the entire movie that I saw, at least when I was awake, I heard the original Jurassic Park theme. All right, cool. That kind of got me excited at the beginning of the movie, but, that was definitely the very peak of my excitement before my consciousness just started to waver slower and slower and slower until I just gave in and closed my eyes. And then by the time I opened them back up, they were fighting the last big dinosaur. And I was like, ah, shit. Well, well. And I digress. I guess if I look at it from a business aspect, the Jurassic Park and World movies always tend to make a bajillion dollars. These movies literally print money. So especially some of those Jurassic World movies, it was kind of baffling to me that they made that much money. Because, they were okay, but it's definitely not the greatest movies I've ever seen in my life, that's for sure, especially not $1 billion worthy. If I had to, take an educated crack at it, this one definitely follows suit for sure. I'm sure it's going to make $1 bajillion as the other ones did. I don't see it reaching that $1 billion territory, because this one's just not good at all. At least with the previous ones that kind of kept you a little bit more engrossed with the dinosaur action, but with this one here, man, it just was not it. I just wasn't feeling it. That's really about it, man. So, okay. I know a lot of people don't like the negative movie reviews, but, I have to be honest here. There was no way I could get on here and cut this camera on and be like, oh, God, it was so good. Like, no, there's no way. If it sucks and if I don't like it, then, I'm going to tell you the truth, bro. That's all it is to it. Sorry. All right. So, okay. So if y'all have seen it, if you're planning on seeing and you want to let me know your thoughts, so be, free to go ahead and post them in the comment section below. Just be cordial. Don't tell them like, yeah, you're stupid. You're so stupid. Well, if you want to say it, that's fine. But just, don't expect me to be nice. Just saying. Hey, there's that big goofy looking dinosaur right there. I guess before we end, we'll just talk about this. Just look at its head, bro. Look at its head. It's got these weird yellow eyes, that humanoid head. It's got like a little fin thing in the back there, and the little long arm. Just an ugly thing. Whoever designed this, I give him a 5 out of 10. It's definitely. I think I like the Velociraptor from Jurassic World a lot better, but when it comes to like final antagonists in the Jurassic Park franchise, I don't think anything will top the original T-Rex. That's just my personal opinion, but that's the only thing that kind of sucks too. You got to create these weird hybrid dinosaurs that didn't exist to try to keep it fresh or whatever. I guess the effort is there. A for effort, just an F on execution, unfortunately. So okay. Then I'm gonna end it there, man. So you want to leave a comment. If you like this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button. If you want to see more movie reviews just like this, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, man. We tend to cover the bulk share majority of the Hollywood blockbusters that hit the theaters. So that comes from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, DC, some other blockbusters here and there. So we covered here on March X79. So as always, thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for watching my videos. And as always, I will see y'all on the next one. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.